Welcome back again to A&E Family Farm. I'm Amber, and today we are out in the pasture. We have decided to add on a little bit more paddock for the boys and the girls to graze. We're getting prepared for next weekend. We're going to turn Whiskey in with the girls, except for his mom. And I'm going to show you the difference in the pasture here. You can tell on this side right here is where they have been. We have them locked up right there in the little corral area. And then you can see this side over here, it hasn't been grazed. So we're gonna extend it on down. Eric is right down there at the edge of the woods, and he is taking the poly wire off the post, and we're gonna take the post up and we're gonna run the post in through the woods on down, and then we're gonna come up to right there at the corner of the field. And then we're going to extend on down so the girls can eat those trees down through there. So that's what we'll be working on today. I'm not much help today. I still have the bum foot, so I'm getting better. I can put weight on it more now than I could. The brace has helped. My back's kind of bothering me. You know, I have a bad back, and with the limping, it kind of put a strain on my back. So hopefully I'll get healed up soon and I can get back to full force. But I'm going to just try to help support Eric a little bit. So I may be sitting down in some of it. So right here in the corner is where we actually stopped the fencing last time, and then it went on up and out into the pasture. So we're going to come down through here, and you can see Eric's making a little path with the machete so he can get the fence in through there. And he's looking for any trees that might be dead, that might have limbs that are going to fall over. Last weekend the wind blew pretty bad, and it had knocked a couple of limbs down on our fencing. We had to check it when we got back. Last weekend was the weekend that we went to finish putting up some electrical and some lights and plugs in our friend's barn. So we came home, and I could see it when we came up the driveway off in the woods, because a lot of the leaves, which you can see we still have leaves on, but it got so dry that a lot of them have already fallen. Let's see in the woods here, which we are the 6th of, or no, today's the actual 8th. I'm losing days. The 8th of September. So it's getting that time. It's getting fall. So we're going to work on this today. We weren't here when the wind blew really bad, and it I think it was four places on this side of the woods that had little limbs down, which the little trees like this right here that are the little saplings or whatever you call them that are not very big. 2 of those had fallen over on the fence, and this was on the boys' side of the pasture. And then on the girls' side of the pasture, there was one tree like that down that I had to get off the fence. It's a wonder the goats didn't get out, but they didn't try. We like using the poly post and wire. It's so versatile, and you can change it whenever you need it. We still plan to finish our permanent fencing. We just we're waiting kind of for the leaves to fall, which we have to get the barn built before winter so we can have a place for our goats to kid. And we were waiting until cooler weather, which today is really nice. It was about 50 degrees this morning, and it's in the 70s right now. So you can actually work out here and breathe. So this is going to be the corner, and it's turning and going back out to the pasture. We prefer the white posts because you can see them better than the black. We got them at Rural King. That's the cheapest place you can get them. And they were actually out of the white. All they had was purple or black. So we ended up getting some black ones. And we saved the, we didn't roll up the poly wire. You can see it laying on the ground there. It's still connected at that corner post down there. And Eric just took it off the post, and then we stretched it out. So with me and him working, we can both hook the wire back onto the post. Are you trying to do all the strands at one time, or just on each post, or are you going? Huh? If you'll give me the top one, I'll start stretching it.
I'll twist it up.
The dogs are barking. There was Maggie started barking. We didn't know what she was barking at, and there was coyotes that were hollering. Sounded like coyote puppies in a distance. I don't even see how she heard it, because I didn't even hear it until she started barking, and then I started looking and listening. This is the fastest way that we have found, instead of having to roll it all out and roll it back up to get it back put up. You have a top one, or I guess it's the bottom one over on the top. We'll just get them on the post, and then we will go back and tighten them up later. So we finished getting the lines back on the post at the edge of the woods coming out. And now Eric is driving some new posts in the ground up to our permanent fencing that runs across. You can see Rivers over there. She's over there at the fence trying to see what we're doing. But we kept the poly wire. You know, I told you we unhooked it, but we kept one poly post hooked where it ended. So I actually stretched that out all the way over to the wood post. And so now, after he gets those driven, we just got to pick up the lines and put them on there. It's so much easier, we have figured out, than trying to take all the wire off the post and then roll it back up on a roll and then roll it out all 4 strands. So this is what's worked best for us. If you have any suggestions or anything, let us know if you have an easier way of doing it. This is just how we have figured has been the easiest way for us. There's really no need unless you have goats that get out. But once they really touch the wire once, they learn the wire pretty fast. So we usually do the top, and then we skip 2, and then put one in, skip 1, put one in, skip 1, and then put one on the very bottom. If you have smaller goats, and they'll get out if you don't have it on the very bottom. But so far we have not had any trouble doing it like this. Now, when we first got them, we did 5 strands, and then we figured that there's really no need in it. Ooh, is that a briar? No. Is the machete in the back of the side by side? Well, we can come back and get it, I guess. We could have mowed down through here. That's what we did last time, is mow, so it was easier. And you don't have grounding. Reckon we ought to mow down through here. I said, reckon we ought to mow. Because it's, River's helping.
Are you helping?
Helping Eric here.
Or next. I'll get you.
She's always into something, aren't you? Aren't you? You're our trouble teenager. Or should I say the terrible twos? Hey, Maggie. Hey, Maggie. So we made it all the way to right there. So now Eric has to string, and it stinks that we're like just a little bit to have to add on. But I guess the pasture gets a little bit wider as it goes down from where we had it. So he stuck some insulators on the wood post there, and he's just wrapping some extra line on it. Nosy. So now Eric's just taking the end of the poly wire that he cut, and he's wrapping the electrical tape around it to make the connection. We used to do it the hard way, and he would take the individual wires and wrap them around each other and then tape it. But in some of the other people's videos, he saw that they would just wrap it and around it, and it still makes a connection, and it works just as good. Okay, so now we have it completed. We're just going to go back through and go down through the woods and wrap it tight around the post. So we've tightened everything up. We've made it back up here. You can see down there, it goes back in the woods, and they got all this extra woods to eat. So now it's time to let them out, but I don't know if Whiskey wants to go out or not. He's smelling the ladies down there. Next week, bud. You get in there next week.
Come on.
You'll get in there next week. Come on. So Whiskey's who we're going to put in there with the girls, with those 4, and then, or 3, and then his brother Maverick, we had sold to Eric's co-worker, but his co-worker don't have his fencing done now, and he's had to go off on a job, so I don't think he's going to be able to get him, and we can't keep him. So if anybody wants a good buck, he looks good. We just can't keep both of them, so we're keeping his brother. So if anybody wants his buck, we're located in Middle Tennessee, southern Middle Tennessee, at the Alabama state line. You can contact us, just send us a message and we'll arrange pickup. If you want him, he could be registered, full-blooded, 100% New Zealand Kiko. I've got to go see if I can get little brother out now. Come on, little brother. Sheba. Sheba, baby. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, Sheba. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Sheba. They might be scared. Let me get back. Now it's time for the girls' turn to get some extra grazing. They are occupied down there at the fence because the boys are able to get to them since we fixed the extra part for the boys, so they're loving each other up on the fence. So we're gonna start on this wooden post right here and start down through here putting our poly post, and you can see Eric's down here. We went ahead and laid out our post. Our posts are on the ground. He's gonna turn the fence and then cut back across right here. There's a little bit of a valley right there that the trees set in. So he's gonna put a T-post right here and then a T-post right there. So they're not getting a whole lot, just that little strip that has the little trees and leaves that they can eat down through there. Those are easier than the T-posts, aren't they? So now that Eric has the T-post in the ground, he's going to put the insulators on there. Those T-posts were using those so he don't bend the poly stakes, how it has to go down the hill. So now we're just coming up the other side with the poly post, and when we get these, we'll be able to string up our poly wire. So they'll be able to have all this to graze. So now that we have our poly post up, it's time to string the wire. Now that the girls, they came down here where we are, the boys decided they found the new pasture that we opened up for them. Take a look at them. There they are. Hey, Whiskey. Are you liking the new pasture? Huh? You're liking the trees, aren't you? He's still worried about the girls. He's hollering for them. You better eat so you can get ready for next week. He's calling out for them. Maggie and Max are up here. They're taking it easy, taking them a little nap before they go on night shift in the shade. The girls have came up here to where we're at. Eric and I just finished running all the poly wire, and he is hooking the fence that runs down to the pond that way where it comes up here. He had to reconnect that back to the insulators where we had to undo it when we were running our new poly wire. So it's not very wide of a little strip, but we wanted that kind of eat down, so that gives them some extra browse that they can eat down. And they're gonna be excited. They don't know they can come over here because we have it open. Here comes Maggie. Maggie figured it out. They may come when they see Maggie over here. River. River. Max, in the last video I told you we took him to the vet, that he wasn't feeling too well. He's done fine today, which he don't look like it now. He's sleeping, but he took his medicine this morning and last night. He did fine with it. He was, you know, running around like he was okay this morning. So I think he's just tired, which, you know, they sleep most of the time during the day.
Come here.
So Eric's trying to get them to come.
Come on. Come on, girls. Come on, girls.
Come on, River. We don't have the fence turned back on, but they don't know that.
Oh.
We'll have to turn it back on and test it.
Come here. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. River. River.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. You hungry? You hungry? Come on.
I may have to go get them. Miss Marilyn will come to me. This machete back up. Let's see if I can go get them. No. Matt, are you being lazy, Matt? You're in a deep sleep. You're in a deep sleep. Come on, River.
Come on. Come on. Mama.
Y'all will have all these feet down here.
Come on. Come on. Come here.
Come on, Mama. Come on.
Maggie's done went, isn't she?
Come on. Tinker. Tinker's the herd queen. Tinker's the herd queen, so when she comes, they'll come. And they see Max come. Come on. Come on. Y'all have all this to eat. Come on. It's not a trick, I promise. River, find something to eat. I guess Eric's going to plug the fence back in so we can test it. Come on, you're getting left behind. That's Tinker's Bella. We call AKA Little Cece. So we've got the polywire finished and we've opened up some new pasture for the boys and the girls.
Yeah, we're just gonna let the girls munch on this shrubs and do a little foraging. Just to snack on it for a week, just so let Max and Maggie have a little bit more stretching room. One of these days we'll have it all fenced in. This winter we're going to run permanent fence down through here and try to start dividing off different more paddocks once we finish the barn. I think the barn build is finish the barn is going to be priority over anything else. So get the barn done, get the power in the barn. We got a well inside the barn that was drilled and never used. We're going to tap into that for water sources, and then I'm going to trench and PEX water out here to where we can water in different paddocks if we need to. Build some temporary shelters for this winter, but we won't get the barn built done, so we'll have some places to kid at come February. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We just do a little here, do a little bit there. One of these days we'll have it all done. I don't know when, but we'll have it all done. It takes time, takes a little effort, and
yeah, we've only been doing it not even a year yet, so it's coming up on a year. And so I know it takes a lot of time to get everything like you want it. So I guess our next big project coming up is moving Whiskey in with the girls.
yeah, it's Saturday. We're gonna move Whiskey in with the girls, and then take his mom and pull her out and put Master P with her, and then separate the Dolans out so they don't get accidentally bred. That's next weekend. We're gonna do that, and I think we're gonna make videos on all that. Here in just a few more weeks, we're gonna be trying to finish up our barn, and I know we've got video content, footage, or whatever. It was the one weekend we've only worked on it one weekend. That was back Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend was Labor Day, so priorities around here are pick and choose. So we have to pick our priorities and know when to do what we need to do. So once again, guys, thanks for watching, and keep us updated with some comments, suggestions, and whatever. We're trying to learn, like we said, and I watch a lot of YouTube, but yet at the same time, if you got some suggestions or comments, please leave them. We'd like to hear from you. One of these days we'll do a live. I don't know when we'll do that, but one of these days we'll do a live. But for now, I'm Eric.
And I'm Amber.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.